And we live.
What it do, what it do. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Happy Sunday. And I hope everybody has been chilling. I feel like it's been a minute before the last time we were on here. It's just been so much going on this week. But how's everybody doing? Let me see. Who's up in here? Anybody up in here yet? I know we're starting a little late today. We got a good one today, boy.
Yeah, we got some people
up in the spot. We got Kim up in the spot. That's what I'm moving. What's up? Let's go. Let's go. Hello, everybody. People.
Y'all pass the word. Share. Let's
go ahead and share so we can get more people in. We need some music and whatnot. I wish I had my other system up in here.
We just play people we know. So we don't get sued.
Yes. Hold on. Let me go ahead and put on a little bit of music. Just some instrumentals real quick while we wait for some more people to come in, and then we have our guests showing up. Word up. So how y'all feeling out there? Let me see. V, who we got? Anybody else?
Let me see. Papa Chicken.
Papa Chicken up in the house. What's up, Papa Chicken? How are you today?
I seen Papa Chicken. Papa Chicken, you missed the house thing last night.
Oh, where y'all had that at?
Oh, was you there? Yeah, where? At the park.
Word up. Like I said, y'all better have that energy when I come out there. Mm-hmm.
It's called Utopia. This shit is dope.
Word up.
That should be popping.
I don't know if y'all I don't know if they heard the music or not, but I'm just trying to get some music going right now. I don't have things the way that I want it to be, so we can hear a little bit more with the sound. But,
right.
Well, I don't want it to sound cheesy. How was your week?
Oh, mine was balling. I'm working on another radio show with my boy. It's called Lyrics of Fury.
Word. Okay.
We take apart all the MC's lyrics. So the first song we doing is, of course, Lyrics of Fury.
Word up. And who's on it?
Just me and my boy. I got AM on it with me and my man, the one and only Zoe Redford, which is the Almighty Arrogant.
Word. Okay.
He's an MC that used to be signed. He used to be on the Wake Up Show all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All this different stuff. He was signed to A&M Records, and we'll bring him down here soon. He used to dance.
Okay.
He's been a rhymer for a long time. So.
Yeah, we have to get him on here.
Yeah, so I've been having to study all these different, old school cuts that I ain't heard in a minute. That Lyrics of Fury, woo! Them lyrics on there, legend. Then we used to bust in them joints.
Kayam is saying she's great. That's what's up, Kayam. We love you. Yes, that's another superstar, another 90s dance legend that we had on the show. She brought us mad love. Sweet Papa Chicken was up in here. Yep. You in the house. Word up. So that's what's up, though, V. Oh, what's up, Michael Dunn? What's going on?
What up? What up?
Yeah, V, that's what's up. I was just listening. Me and Ledge was talking about that 110 Deep Rollin' by K Slay. Have you heard that yet? It's like 40 minutes of just...
Yeah, it's 40 minutes of MCs.
Yo.
Did you see Grandmaster Flash?
Huh?
Did you see Grandmaster Flash?
On what?
On there. Well, no. Not Grandmaster Flash.
Kaz?
No, Kaz. And before
Melly
Kaz was Melly Mel. You see how buff Mel was? He was on there flossing.
How tall is Mel?
At 60-some years old, looking like that.
Yeah, he was pretty buff.
Nigga, let him break you down.
No, yeah, he's pretty up there. He looks great.
And Cass came in there ripping it too. Everybody's ripping it. Yeah, I gotta listen to it again.
Yo, that shit was bananas. It was bananas. I wasn't expecting it like that. I first caught wind when MC Shan went ahead and posted some of his part on there, and I was like, hold on, I'll check it out. But that shit by itself was dope because it was him and KRS-One. So
fire. I didn't even get to see the whole thing yet. I guess I gotta go see it. I gotta sit down and watch it. I'm gonna watch it on my big screen.
Bananas. I'm trying to do the next one.
I'm always watching everything on my phone, and I'm like, damn, all I gotta do is cast my shit to my screen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I can see everything from there. But you know, we old people, we be forgetting the technology we got.
I hear you. What's up, Ledge? How was your week?
Man, it was great. It was great.
You're a little dark, Legend.
Yeah, we can't see you.
Yeah. I'll get it together in a minute. But right now, though, it's time to shine.
Word up.
Well, that's what we was telling. That's what we was telling you to do.
We got hip hop's. They call it hip hop's triple threat. But I think it's more than that. It will be like what's that? What's 5?
Okay.
5 what?
4. So what's 5?
Okay. Well, you really trying. Okay. So I see what you're doing. She has
whatever that word is. She's that.
Oh shoot! Quadruple, not
Golden
quadruple.
Era Boogie OG, triple OG. And you know, 98% of y'all cats in the chat room was in love with her. That kiss at you in the OPP video.
Oh.
But y'all was scared. Your game wasn't tight. That's why y'all didn't, come up on it. So she is now a producer, writer, mom, and wife.
Hello.
Right.
Grand Imperial, the impeccable Shane J. Bob.
Hey.
What's up, Shane?
Hey.
How are you?
How you doing, sister?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here.
That's right.
Shoot King, what happens on this show?
We're just happy to have you, Shane. We're very happy to have you here. Excited to hear your story. It's been a long time coming. It's a lot of people that wants to hear, your story, where you come from, everything. So, we're going to leave it up to you to start and give us a little bit about where you're from and who Shane is in the beginning.
Okay. I am Shane J. Bob. I'm a mother.
That's right.
I'm a wife.
That's right.
I'm a very good friend.
That's right.
Right.
I'm currently a producer and a writer for television. And highly favored and blessed. Let's add that.
That's right. Amen. That's what I'm talking about, Shane. You better put that up there.
Yes.
Shane J. Bob. What's up, Shane?
Happy to be here.
What?
I'm happy to be here on this fine Sunday afternoon/evening.
That's right. That's right. Always good vibes out here with the crew. Best believe it. Like I said, we're happy to have you. Like I said, a lot of people definitely wanted to hear, a lot, because you've worn a lot of hats. And starting out, of course, we all know that you started dancing, but I really know that you had such a passion for the arts ever since you was a little girl. Can you give us some insight as to where Shane is from and how you started in the entertainment industry?
Well, I am from the Bronx, New York, born and raised in the North Bronx. You might joke because I would say the North Bronx. Gun Hill Road, Boston Road. Shout out to everyone in the North Bronx.
Hey.
And I started performing at an early age when my mother, she enrolled me in the Amas Repertory Theatre in Harlem.
Oh,
and
wow.
We did a few off-Broadway performances every year. We had to rehearse every Saturday.
Right.
A couple of times during the week, but that's really where my love for the art started. Yeah. And it was ran by Rosetta Lemoire. She's passed now, but she was the grandmother on Family Matters.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So were you able to share the stage with anybody that we've seen on TV today? Like, I know I used to make jokes like, Shane, you know everybody. You've worked with so many different people. But I know that you have mentioned a few people, like maybe even Tisha Campbell. I remember being around, like seeing some pictures, and you had some pictures, you and your cousin Sharice. I don't know if it was a production you guys were in, but you guys were, I guess, doing a play or something more in a production with Tisha Campbell before, or?
No, not Tisha
It
Campbell.
wasn't. You sure?
I know Vin Diesel with
Vin
Amas
Diesel.
Repertory Theatre, but
Okay.
Tisha Campbell.
Okay. I don't know why. Well, yeah, go ahead.
There's definitely a lot of talented people that came out of that theater.
Okay.
That was the
All right.
to start.
Right.
Started my interest and my love for performing. Because we
Right.
got to do multiple things there. Like you said, being a triple threat, there we took dance, we took acting, singing. We took a combination of things there. Yes. I definitely knew soon after joining that I had a passion for performing.
Right. And so, okay, so then when you started with, I guess, when did you start dancing for Toy? Let us know how that happened. For Sweet Tea, for those that y'all don't know, I'm just so used to calling her Toy. We got to take it there because everyone got to see you in the videos with the Idol Makers. A lot of people hit us up, even like, I remember her and the Rolling with Kid and Play, Getting Funky, and so give us that. Give us those moments.
Well, I guess it started Salima and I, who's one of my closest best friends to this day. We would dance everywhere, just like in the clubs, everywhere we could. At home, we would make up routines. We were cheerleaders and cheerleaders.
Wow.
Yeah, we were on the cheerleading team together. And cheerleaders, we did a lot of dancing. It wasn't like cheering; we were really doing some dancing.
No, but we're starting to hear that from. We're starting to hear that from a lot of the females that have been dancing. That you guys, a lot of them were cheerleaders first, which is dope because that shows all that energy you guys got. But go ahead.
Yeah, the original "Bring It On."
Yeah. That's right. That part.
Yeah. So we started dancing out, and then the first video we ever did was Kid and Play's Getting Funky. And Sweet Tea was at that video because they shared the same manager, Herbie Lovebug. And when she saw us in the video, she's like, I want those two girls to dance for me. And then it was really like if you started dancing for one person, it was pretty much a chain reaction. Then the next person would say, well, could you be in my video? Then you see you in a video, could you be in my video? So it was pretty much, that's how it started. Dancing in one video and then someone asking us to be in another video.
That's fire.
And then all the way on to Bobby Brown asking us, after seeing us in videos as well, to dance Soul Train. We saw him backstage and he was like, oh, I want you girls to dance on Soul Train with me. Me and Salima and I were like, oh my goodness, Soul Train, this is so exciting. And then we actually found out it was the Soul Train Awards. So that was even better. And that was really, I guess I would say our, first big break. Performing on a major platform like Soul Train Awards and stuff like that. But before that, I did dance with Slick Rick, with Khayyam. She got me the job dancing with him. And then after that, really the next big thing was Bobby Brown. And then we stayed with him for quite a few years. And after we did the Soul Train Awards and it went so well, he asked us to go on an international tour. This was the Don't Be Cruel album. And that was a huge album.
Yeah.
So we would sell out maybe 2 weeks in London and another week in Japan. So I really got to see the world, thanks to dance.
Right.
And learn a lot, So,
okay, let me rewind a little bit to your style.
Rewind the selector. Come back.
I really noticed that in Sweet Tea's video, right?
Yes.
And I was just telling Afro this, like you had a funky style about your style. It was like you didn't really shoulders back, big old smile on your face. Like you was whatever you was feeling, you was just funky with it. Like, what made you just stick with the funk and not really get real, you know, real technical with your hip hop?
Yeah,
I think that comes from being in the birthplace of hip hop, being from the Bronx. You know, you definitely, there's a vibe that comes from growing up in on the streets of the Bronx and seeing all kinds of dance and performances and people just everywhere. You know, going to parties. It's really from, you know, being my, you know, my background and being in the Bronx and being exposed to so much culture, I should say, from growing up in the Bronx. You have street fairs, carnivals, just parties, house parties. Kid Capri used to DJ all the house parties back then.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, it's just, I would say my vibe and my dance style definitely came from growing up in the, I'll say it again, birthplace of hip hop.
That's right. You better say it.
The babies. That's where it started.
Right.
What was your most heightened experience in dancing? Like your most best battles, your best shows, your best, traveling places.
I'm coming to Los Angeles and dealing with you dancers.
Well,
they always wanted the smoke.
all the time.
To the Los Angeles clubs, yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely say from the West Coast crew.
Yeah.
Every time we went to a club on the West Coast and we would go out on the dance floor, you guys would pop out like, what do you want to do?
Let's go. Let's have some
Rolling
fun.
all around, flipping. You know, the West Coast dancers were, you guys were something else.
Yeah. We had a ball with you guys every time we came. Even when we came to New York, that was always popping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all showed us a good time. That was, but we were just, if what was your best stage experience?
You know, I must say maybe the first time being on that stage at the Soul Train Awards. We were the opening act, and I remember you had to stand out there probably 5 minutes early because it was live. And I remember standing on the stage and looking out into the audience. And
everybody's there.
Heavy D and all these people we knew from New York. They're like, "Oh, Shane and Salima." They were like, oh. I think they were so shocked to see us up there with Bobby Brown.
But they knew you were going to represent, though. They knew.
Waiting for the show to start, but I'm like, oh my gosh. And then you're really nervous too because everyone at home is watching it live. This is my really first live performance on television. And everyone's watching. Remember though when Soul Train was live back then?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That was probably one of my most memorable performances.
Wow.
You dance for Beat Brown. I'm gonna use his Cuddy Mac name, Beat Brown. You dance for Beat Brown. I know like the love and the vibe was there, but was you and Derek and Will Heart and Soul? Did you guys vibe off each other? Was it exchanging little?
Or was it their thing and your thing?
Their thing and y'all, yeah.
Since they were there first,
right?
They were very much this is our thing. They would not let us dance with them on my prerogative. They're like, this is a guy's song. No. You can have that song. You can't have this song.
What?
They were a little pushy. Here come these girls. We've already been here with Bobby and, we've established our thing and our routines. And now here come two girls. But we had so much fun. We got along well. But no, they kind of set the rules. We're doing my prerogative. You're doing this. You can have Don't Be Cruel, stuff like that. So it was cool working with them. They were big. They became like brothers. So I love everything really. Yeah. And we toured together for years and years. So basically, you're living with someone. So, but we all got along really well.
Yeah, they good sports though. I would have kept Don't Be Cruel. I would have gave you Roni or something. I would have been like, I gotta have Don't Be Cruel.
Yeah, Don't Be Cruel's a good one.
That was my shit.
Yeah. I guess there wasn't all that pumping and hip swinging and stuff involved in Don't Be Cruel like it was in my prerogative. I guess they could do all that to get the girls, you know.
So you said with your hip hop performances, they were less than or more than your R&B performances. Like, you know, did you enjoy the hip hop ones too because they were grimy spots, or was the bigger stage was your thing? Which one was it?
Well, you know, the good thing is that Bobby Brown was hip hop. He wasn't just your typical R&B.
R&B, yeah.
He was, you know, he rapped half the songs and sing half the songs. He'd have rappers come out with him. He'd rap a lot. So it was pretty much like dancing for a hip hop artist. Now, moving on to Whitney, that's a different story.
Right.
Someone like Bobby Brown, that's an easy transition from hip hop because he was kind of a hip hop R&B artist when he decided to go solo.
Right. Right. So how was that transition going from Bobby to Whitney?
The partners.
It was an easy transition because she was always around. You know, she toured with us on his last Humping Around tour. She was on the tour all the time. So we got to know her really well. So it's just like, hey, I'm going on tour now. Can I borrow your dancer's husband? You know, so. But I think we thought it would be like, we were wondering how we'd be teaching her all of the routines in our style of dance. I know the dancers before us, they were probably a little more technical, like modern dance. And we were a little bit more hip hop, but she caught on really well. She caught on really fast. It's really, you know, she hated when people say she can't dance, she doesn't have rhythm, but we got the steps really quick. You know, she joined in well with us in the middle of the performances, and so it was easy. It was fun. You know, we joke a lot doing these dances with somebody, but it was fun for us.
That's right.
And we definitely, touring with her was like really touring like first class. We performed for like royalty and you know, Sultan of Brunei and princesses and all this stuff. So
wow.
Who choreographed her stuff?
We did.
That's dope. See, that's even better. Yeah.
We did all our choreography, always.
That's fly. So that was more of an experience outside of Bobby where you guys got to choreograph your thing after that.
Well, we did it with Bobby too. We did.
Yeah, you did? Oh, okay, cool.
Derek and Willie, they calmed down a little bit after a while. We're like, we're not here to steal.
They noticed how dope y'all were. Okay.
Yeah. So we collaborated a lot. And
That's
then when Carolyn and Marilyn started dancing with us with Bobby, we did everything ourselves. And the four of us with Whitney, and we did all the choreography.
That's fire.
So did you guys know then that you guys were breaking like that, you know, the traditional solid gold style and all that stuff and bringing like that raw funk to the, you know, to like you said, to princesses and kings and royalty?
Yeah,
like,
that's
like, you know, you changed the whole game, or were you just in the moment?
We were just in the moment. We were pretty much in the moment. We see it now, you know, when people talk about all the 90s dances. And it's funny, when I used to watch my son and his friends, what's the dance? What's the games? Just Dance?
Yeah. They do all the dances. They have them in there.
Yeah, so I'm like, you pay $70 for that video game to learn all the steps we created. I can teach you for free, you know? So it's funny when you see these Just Dance videos and stuff, and you know you really created half of those.
Yeah, yep, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's wild.
Wow, that's amazing.
So let me ask you this. So I know from dancing from Whitney, I know that you kind of like, you jump back into the acting scene. Tell us about that transition. And did that begin in New York, or did you take that somewhere else?
Well, that began in New York. After Whitney, dancing for Whitney Houston, you know, I've done videos with Michael Jackson. So it was kind of like, where do I go after this?
Right.
I'm not going back to tour with anyone that's beneath them. And who can you find that's really higher than them?
Right.
So in my mind, it was time to do something different. So, I, reflected on how I grew up loving the arts and singing and dancing. So we were in a group signed to Whitney's label as well. Before.
Right.
Do I want to sing? Do I want to act? What do I want to do at this point?
Right.
I went to school for journalism. I like writing, but I still rather, be performing in front of the camera. So I got with Ford models. I met a lot of people that always say, oh, you should model. So I was blessed enough to work with Ford models in New York.
Look at that.
With this woman, Serene Gibson. She was really awesome, and she got me a few commercials. And I was like, I like modeling, but I never felt comfortable if anyone said, well, what do you do for a living? I model. I felt like that was saying, oh, I'm pretty. And I just wasn't comfortable with that title.
Right,
so
right.
They were starting this new division. It was like a theatrical division at Ford. And it was called J. Michael Bloom at Ford. They were combining like an acting agency with Ford.
Okay.
So I was like, can I be in that department? At least I felt like I was doing something, like creative. So they sent me out on a few auditions. And so I would do movies, and I was like, maybe the date, like, okay, we need a model or a pretty girl for this movie. And that's how I started out. And I really enjoyed, being on set and acting. So I said, if I want to take this further, I'm probably going to have to go to LA.
Right.
So I just picked up and moved to LA and stayed there for about 10 years.
Wow.
Early on, I had my first child and only child, my son. So that kind of slowed down, my plans a little bit.
Okay.
But it was still, I think being in LA for those 10 years and me raising my son out there,
right.
It really helped me to become the woman that I am.
Absolutely.
So I'm really thankful for that LA experience. And,
right.
It taught me a lot about strength. I had to rely on my faith.
That's right.
I always wanted a good life for my son and I, and I provided that.
That's right.
My own. And
Fire.
West Hollywood, he went to private school the whole time, and I just made it happen. So during that time, I learned a lot of, okay, this is going to take a lot of faith,
right, and
a lot of strength for
right,
you to make this life that you want happen for you and your son. So, that definitely, taught me that any and everything is possible if you just go for it.
That's right. That's right.
I think that's during the time I seen you at the bowling party for Maisha. Remember?
My god sister.
Yeah, my little sister.
Yeah.
That was a trip when she told me how you guys were related to each other. That was like
a small world.
Yes, I said small world.
Yes, yes.
Because I've been working with her since she was 15.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to produce her and all kind of stuff. She had a group with me. I had a little group that they were called the Queen MCs. I don't know if she ever told you. She can rhyme.
All right, we might have to get her back out there.
Yeah, Maisha can rhyme.
Yeah, and it was good because she was one of the, part of my support system out there. It was nice to have my god sister and my mother lived out there.
Yeah.
Right. It was great. My godmother was actually with me, the only one with me, when I was there giving birth in the room, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a blessing.
Very much so. And I was going to ask you, how was that transition and everything? You mentioned the commercials. Can I get like a little rundown of some of the commercials that you've actually been in?
Well, before I moved to LA from New York, that's where I started doing commercials before. And I would do like more beauty commercials like Playtex Bra, department stores and stuff like that. Then when I got to LA, I know Afro's favorite, I did an Old Navy commercial. I did, I think 6.
That's right. You did.
Commercials. And they ran through the Christmas. Like, I made a lot of my money from commercials. Doing that one Old Navy commercial, we shot 6 of them. And it only ran for like the Christmas holidays. And I made like $80,000. So.
Wow.
Those commercials.
Yeah. They would show all the time, you know, during all the shows. There was a bunch of commercials to air during The View, you know, right. Prime time. So, you know, doing commercials definitely helped me out. You could do one commercial and it could, you know,
it could work forever.
Yeah. The residuals and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Diet Coke, Old Navy, Lincoln, all kind of car commercials, a lot of commercials. And as far as acting, back then I did the Wayans Brothers. I did a few movies, The Mystery Men. I did a show with Gabrielle Union. It was on ABC.
Right. You were hosting. That's right.
Oh, hosting. I hosted The Source. The Source magazine had a Saturday morning television dance show. It was similar to Soul Train. I hosted that for a few seasons. And so, yeah, I stayed pretty busy in LA.
Yeah. You were. I remember there were times where I would just be chilling, looking at TV, and you know, Shane can be very private and not, you know, she's focusing. That's just how she is. When she's focused, she's focused. And I could just be sitting there and a commercial would come on. That Old Navy commercial would come on, and I'd be like, wait a minute. And I would call Shane and be like, can I ask you something? Were you in? And she's like, yeah, I was in there. Yep, I was. So yeah, kudos to you on that, Shane. I mean, because you really took that somewhere. And I remember when you and I were having that conversation about our careers, I felt so proud of your story because I know, you know what I mean? Like just growing up with you, seeing, you know, where we come from and just your story and getting to see where you were even back then, it was like, wow, like you've done a lot. You know what I'm saying? So thumbs up, sis, for real. For real.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this, Shane. Especially I'm getting, you know, a lot of people hitting me up, you know, knowing that you were on the show this week. And, you know, even people in the industry that's well off was kind of a little intimidated by you. And I was like, why? Shane has always been cool. So how'd you maintain the level? Because everybody knows you're pretty and stuff, but you never carried that. Like,
that's a good thing.
You was on the top of your game or whatever. You was always Shane. Like you never, you know, my hair is real, none of that bullshit. You was always cool as a motherfucker. So how'd you maintain that? Especially coming to Hollywood.
Yes.
And then it affects
you. Shane is this. Shane looks good. I was so in love with you back then. I watched you, but no one ever told me back then.
Yeah.
Maybe if they would have told me, maybe I would have had a little bit of confidence. But no one said it until like years later. Now I hear it. So if I would have known back then, maybe I'd have been like, okay, Shane, maybe you do have the guy going on, but no one told me back then. They all tell me now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, better late than never.
Hey, you still getting your flowers. At least you're getting your flowers.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She
That's
deserves.
a blessing.
Absolutely. But yeah, I think I've come from a humble background. You know, I feel like New York girls, everyone's the same. I mean, everyone. There's no, oh, she's this, she's that. You know, guys like everybody. The guys in New York, it's not like, well, like they like everyone.
Yeah, so you're like, okay, anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how did you get about, you know, producing? Like, I want to hear, you know, what brought that on after the acting, right? That came after the acting?
Right.
Okay.
So at some point in LA, I had joined this actors group. Shout out to Danielle Ortiz.
That's right.
Group that she put together, and there was so many talented actresses. They're all pretty much on TV shows right now. And it was a way for us to just come together and uplift, you know, rehearse, share, whatever it is we needed to do to better ourselves, you know, and get more work. So at some point she suggested that we start writing our own projects. And so we said we're going to write a show for us about 4 females, whatever. We're going to create our own projects. So we started writing, and I remember writing, it just started coming so naturally. I was like, wow, I just kept going, oh, and this should happen in this scene, this should happen in this scene. I'm like, this is just easy, you know, and I was enjoying it. I was just like, wow. And like I said, at this point, I was in a group, and, you know, I just felt like I wanted to do something different at this point. And most of my friends were in Atlanta, and I kind of miss being around my friends and my family. And then Atlanta, the film industry was growing. So it was just a good time to say, hey, let me give Atlanta a try. So I kind of just picked up, like I did when I moved to LA, and said, okay, hey, I'm going to go to Atlanta, see what happens. So when I got to Atlanta, one of my other best friends, Kay Clark Casting, she took me to meet Peter Thomas. Meet up with Peter. I hadn't met Peter before. And we were telling him about different things we were doing and how we wanted to get into production. And he asked me, did I know Roger Bobb? I said, no, I don't. So he said, you should meet him. And I was like, okay, cool. So he introduced me, and I told him, I was like, oh, he's a nice guy, whatever. And I told him I'm going to give him one of my projects that I wrote. And Pete was like, oh, don't be that girl. Don't be that girl. Here's my project. Right. Well, too bad. I'm going to shoot my shot. I'd rather shoot my shot.
Right.
If I'm in front of someone, you introduce me to someone who is a producer, you know, and has had
facts.
films and TV shows.
Absolutely.
Why not?
That's right.
So I asked him, I said, could I send you a project that I was working on? And he said, sure. And he's, you know, he was like, this is really good. So I was like, oh, wow. He was like, do you have any other projects? So I said, we do. So he set up a meeting with my writing partner, production partner at the time, Neil Jackson, seven.
I can't.
Jackson. And we had a show that we pitched to him. And he was like, okay, this sounds good. I'll give you a little money to go produce the show. And we did. And we actually sold the show to Revolt TV, my first show.
Wow.
So if I would have listened to Peter Thomas and not have been that girl.
Right.
So, yeah. And we know now, and Roger and I, we became like really good friends, and now we're married. He's from Brooklyn, New York. I think that was the connection. Yeah. You instantly became really, really good friends, and I think that's what's important in relationships. I know this show isn't about relationships, but you know.
No, it's all good.
No, it is. This is your story.
This is your story, yes. Hip hop story.
That's right. This is your story.
Yeah, he was definitely part of my story. When someone, you know, like him, who said, you know, he was a successful producer himself, so this is pretty good.
Right.
And my first show, we actually sold to a network. So ever since then, I've just been writing and producing TV One, Bounce, TV shows, sitcoms, movies of the week.
Good for you.
And we're going to keep it moving.
That's right.
Anything recent out?
You know, not really, because of COVID. I haven't worked this year.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was going to ask you how COVID affected you.
Yeah, I worked from home a lot, and we stayed in LA the whole entire year. So I did work on writing a lot of other projects. So now I'm back in Georgia and trying to get started on those projects. So
that's right.
That's what's up, Shane. That is what's up.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get back to work, because no, I haven't worked. I worked from home, but you know, I haven't been on set or anything.
Right.
In the past year.
There you go.
Wow. Well, I'm just like, you know, I know a lot of people are probably like blown away with some of the things you had to say about your story. I'm just so glad that you were able to come up and just hang out with us and give us all of this. And I know, like, just from this alone, you know, I know we're going to be bringing some more people on, like at the end of the season. I want you to come back, if you don't mind, with a couple of the other girls.
Hopefully I can promote my projects.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely. You sure can.
Absolutely. You could always do that. Definitely. We want to hear more about what you're doing. We have to go ahead and support Shane. Let's give us your IG information and everything, so people can go ahead and follow you and see what you're going to be doing.
Yes, everyone follow me at Shane J. Bobb on Instagram. Might still be the girl Shane on Twitter. I'm not sure. I'm not on Twitter much. But yeah, Instagram, Facebook, Shane Johnson Bob, Shane J Bob. Find me.
You know something? Wait a minute. Before we even go any further, you also, I don't know why didn't we even bring this up? And I danced. You and Danielle, y'all were the executive producers as well, right? For that production, that documentary.
Producers on that documentary as well. Full circle. Look at Danielle. Really and I produced together after finding my passion in her group. So that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, especially because we all have so many great stories, the dancers. You know,
absolutely.
The story needs to be told.
Absolutely.
All the dancers are really amazing women, mothers, entrepreneurs, and
fire.
Yeah.
You've done so much. It's like, you know, just out of curiosity, is there any moment out of everything that you've done and all the different hats that you've worn, is there any moment that stands out the most?
You know, just honestly, just right now where I am this is my passion. And you can find your passion later in life. I love dance. Yes, it was fun and everything, but to actually, you know, the words you write on paper to bring these stories to life, a lot of them are your personal stories. Sorry, friends. I write about a lot of my friends as well. So, you know, to bring these stories to life and to create, it's just my passion. And I love what I'm doing right now. And, you know, I'm like, how can I start doing this earlier? But I guess it's all connected, even starting early at the Amas Repertory Theatre and performing on stage. So, you know, you can say I've been reading scripts since I was 6, 7 years old, and now I'm writing and producing them. So
that's dope.
All connected in some way. But what I'm doing right now is, you know, living my purpose. And
what would you say to your younger self?
I would have had a lot more confidence. I would have had a lot more confidence. Believe in yourself. You are worthy. You are good enough. You know, and people say, "Oh, she looks so good," or whatever. But that doesn't mean I necessarily felt that way about myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
You never know. Like, and sometimes it takes stories like this to get other people who are going through things. And I always say this, it takes stories like this to have people really who live in doubt, who live in
a lot of us go through it.
It makes them think, you know what, I could do this. She's done this. She did that by herself, yada, yada, yada. Like, I could really do it. You know, maybe I can go ahead and just go for that push and not listen to anybody and go with my heart and drop off papers to somebody that I think that can help me in my journey. Why not? You know, so absolutely, Shane, you are the bomb, man.
Yeah. You were always quiet, though. You were always calm and quiet and just be like, hey. Like, you know, you wouldn't be all like, ah! You just be
my
like,
friends might say different at the end of the night, but
I let you laugh and have fun.
Like around me or personally know me, I am kind of quiet and I'll say private. But you know,
that's a good thing.
I'm doing shows like this, you know,
that's right.
Myself.
Hey,
what was the show on Revolt? I want to go check it out.
Well, you know, that show, the person who was the head of Revolt, he, they let him go. You know, so it never really saw the light of day, but.
That's dope, though. Still got it. Yeah, that's dope.
It's good to sell a show. Just let me know.
You still got the experience.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. You know, that's what we go through in this industry. We make things up. We go through with it, and it's not always pop at that moment. But hey, it did something.
That's right.
Let me know, hey, I'm on the right track.
Yeah, you're on the right track. That's what. Yeah.
There's a lot of shows, you know. Then you might sell another show to the network, and that doesn't mean it's always going to see the light of day. But to even get that far on my first show and
absolutely
sell a show, it was.
That's right.
It was a big accomplishment.
You need to link up with Legend. Legend doing these. He got the Westlaw Scandalous.
Okay.
Legend is making moves, man.
Hey, but before we make moves, though, I need to know that we talked about Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston,
Yes,
Bobby Brown,
yes.
but you forgot V-Love's favorite rapper. Please tell V-Love your favorite Father MC story.
Oh.
Well,
I don't know where that came.
Story?
No, I was messing with V-Love. I was just messing with
Okay.
it.
I have a
But no,
Father
how did that
MC
go?
story.
Did you know Jodeci was going to be hot when you saw them that day?
No, I did not.
You didn't?
So the whole Father MC came about. We had just got off tour with Bobby Brown, and Puffy being the mogul in the making that he is. I'm going to give you this hip hop story since this is hip hop story. Okay. Puffy being this young hot A&R mogul in the making at Uptown Records. He wanted to make this rapper Father MC like a rapping version of Bobby Brown.
Wow.
So he was determined to have Bobby Brown's dancers in the video with Father. So he would call Ebony Electra every day and like, can you get the girls to be in the video? Can you get the girls to be in the video? Every day until we said yes. It's like, okay, you know what? At this point, just so Puffy's a great example of if you go
the hustle.
And you are persistent. I'll even dance in the video with you guys. I'm the A&R. I don't care. I just need you to be in this video. So Puffy is actually in the Father in that video. Yeah. He's like, whatever I need to do to get Bobby Brown's dancers in this video, I'm going to do it. And no, I remember dancing and we were rehearsing, and I remember the guys singing, and I just in my mind pictured them to look like Levert. That's how they sounded. They sounded like so. Treat them like that. I was like, okay. So when these young teenage boys from South Carolina walked in on the video set, I was like, whoa. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. Wow. And I'm not surprised how successful they were because they're very talented.
No.
Who was that group again? I didn't hear you.
Jodeci.
Oh, that was Jodeci. That was Jodeci. Oh, Legends. That's Legends boys.
Yeah, I like Jodeci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. This. You know what I'm saying?
You get a lot of stuff, right? You hear a lot of the behind.
Yeah, because I always thought Father MC. I always thought Puffy danced for Father MC, but he was just in the video.
Just in the video.
Oh, dang. See, the story unravels.
Bobby Brown. That was what he was going for. So
I didn't know that. See, that's deep. Now, you know what? I didn't like it at first, but now I like it. Now I understand what Father MC thing was. Okay. I never knew that. So
I think he kind of had like a haircut, and he wore suits, I believe, and everything.
Yeah. It was kind of R&B-ish. Yeah. I remember that. But I didn't know he was trying to do the Bobby Brown thing. I wasn't paying attention. That's all it was. I'm thinking hip hop. Oh, you got to be this and that.
In that video was I need Bobby Brown's dancer.
Yeah, Fendi in there.
Had Fendi in there. Yep, he did.
That's dope.
Yeah, Puffy was dancing back in the day. Puffy used to dance for Stacey Lattisaw.
Puffy does it now. I see him on Instagram. He'll come out there and do a little.
Yeah, Puffy.
Yes, alongside yes, shout out Fendi was.
That's right. Fendi was up in that spot. Oh, Fendi, we got to get him up here too.
Yeah, we do. We got Peekaboo coming.
That's what's up. That's my boy right there. That's Peoples. That is Peoples, man. I love going down, memory lane with all of you guys. You know what I'm saying? It just gives us some great memories and, always good vibes and stuff. And the insight and behind the scenes stories about some of these people that we dance for, it's just so dope. You know what I'm saying? So again, thank you, Shane, for sharing your story.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Always good to see you guys, talk to you guys.
Word, congrats on all the things you're doing right now. That's
right.
Yeah. That's right. Yes, we give you your flowers. I'm glad to know that everybody that's done it, that was there with us, are all moving forward and still and learn how to, take their lanes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Ledge, is there anything that you want to throw in, or Ledge usually has his questions at the end?
With the all-time 7, Shane ain't ready for this.
I don't know.
Look at her face. Everybody always make that face.
Trivia games too. Shane is pretty good.
She says she is I heard that you were the master of anything songs. You know the titles, you know the lyrics, you know the artists. Is that true,
I
Shane?
used to be, you know, Ginkgo Biloba should be my friend right now, whatever. You know, my memory is not the best, but yes, I was pretty good at that with the songs and the lyrics and yeah, all of that. You got something for me? What you got? What you got? What you got?
Oh, look. She challenging you, Ledge.
What Gladys Knight song begins with "It's Sad to Think"?
Neither one of us
wants to
I told y'all she ain't.
Okay, all right.
Hey, she picked that one up quick.
Yes, you better know you do that.
Who was the coldest in Shane's eyes? The Jackson 5 at Motown or the Jacksons after Motown? Epic years or the Motown years?
Ooh, that's a really good question. You know what? I love some young Michael Never Can Say Goodbye, but you know that Can You Feel It? No, those songs, yeah. Those.
I've been listening to those lately.
Yes, some of those songs.
That's crazy.
Don't Blame It on the Sunshine.
Yes.
Some good ones. So,
okay.
So the ones that really get me on the dance floor, I'll say is the Jacksons. Yeah.
Woo!
That's a good one.
Who's the slickest? There's a couple of cats out there that goes by the name Slick. Ricky Bell or Ricky Walters? Slick Rick. Or Ricky Bell. Who's the coldest Slick? Who's the slickest?
That's a good one because they both are pretty slick.
Look at that one. Look at
you guys would go with, you know, the ones you definitely had a part in their whole image. Shout out to you.
That's right.
If people don't know, you are the original BBT. The whole vibe, the dance, everything comes from you guys. But I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna go with the Bronx. You know, I know he's born in London.
Ooh, that's right. I would have picked Slick. I would have picked Slick Rick too. So I love Slick Rick.
Yes, he's pretty slick.
Kayam, you know the answer. That's right.
Ricky Walters, all day.
Name the group that Anita Baker was with before she went solo.
Ooh.
I can't remember the name. This is the whole memory thing, but I know this because I've probably seen every episode of Unsung. Actually, the first show that I produced that is like a unsung bootleg knockoff. Okay,
yeah.
How much I love like those unsung type of shows. Like I
those
can't
shows are bomb.
Direct them all day long with my hands tied behind my back. So kind of upset that I don't know the answer to this one right now. But
Chapter 8.
Chapter 8. Okay, now I know what's the song. What was the song? It was a popular song. Angel, you're my angel.
No, that's after.
That's after. Okay.
That one I forgot.
It was another one. What was the song she did with the group?
What is it? I know you out there, Dana. Name the song.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
I'm about to Google that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll go back to that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Here we go. A double whammy. Name the duo that wrote and produced for Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, and then name the movie that the husband was in our era.
Okay, so I know Ashford and Simpson wrote a lot for Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell.
You better know you know that.
So what movie was Nick Ashford in from our era?
We said I'm good with the music stuff. I don't know about the movie trivia. Beach Street? I don't know. The last one.
Close. New Jack City.
New Jack City. Yes.
Dang.
All right, last one. What was Shane's arrival moment? The Sweet Tea video or the OPP video?
I would say the Sweet Tea video. You know, that made me a little local celebrity. Because you really didn't have anyone from the neighborhood on TV. You know, so just being on TV, whether it's in a music video, it was a really, really big deal. The shows that came on after school where they video music box and all that stuff. So to be on that was a big deal. So I'm gonna go with Sweet Tea. Now I would say OPP. I always say this is the video that people always remember me from. It doesn't matter from Dance for Whitney Houston, whoever. They always remember me from the OPP.
And the Slick Rick video.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah, that one too.
That was a big one. We used to show that every 5 minutes. That's the
one I get a lot of guys saying, "Ooh, I wasn't." Yeah, the ones where they tell me like years and years and years later. But it's okay. You know, we've moved on.
You gotta send us off with an OPP kiss, Shane. You still got it?
Still got
it. Oh man, this was dope, man. I'm so glad you came once again, for real. You know, shout out to the audience too, because you got a lot of your peoples up in here. Kayam, of course, Zahid. You know, who else do we have up in here? We had a guy named Hank. We have Michael Dunn. We have Papa Chicken up in here still. You know, all you guys, thank you for coming out and hearing her story and hanging out with us. As you know, we love y'all. Yes. Big ups to all you guys. OPP video with Kiss. That was did he say that was classic? Oh, your favorite movie trilogy.
Okay, so I am a huge Jurassic Park fan.
Oh my goodness, for real?
Jurassic Park.
Oh.
The weight of my heart, just like bring a Jurassic Park t-shirt on the date.
Wow.
That's it. I'm really a simple girl. A nice little Jurassic Park hoodie, anything.
Mine is Star Wars.
I watch it whenever I'm sitting home and I don't have anything to do and I'm bored. I just watch Jurassic Park. 1, 2, or 3. It doesn't matter. I love Jurassic Park.
I thought it would be Jaws. No, I'm just playing.
I love Jaws too.
It's funny that you said that.
I guess I like these, you know, what do they call it? Sci-fantasy type of movies. So I love Jurassic Park and Jaws.
You need to do we need a black sci-fi movie. So when you guys figure it out, somebody do it for us.
I agree.
A black sci-fi movie. I love sci-fi, so.
No, me too.
I'm waiting for one to.
We also had Lima. We had Salima up in here. You know, the family was in here. Everyone, you know, again, big shout outs to everyone coming through, man. Shout outs to V Love and Ledge. You guys are dope as always.
Big Fofo. Fofo.
Michael G. Dunn.
Yes, it's fun.
Yes, thank you.
So you guys watching the BET Awards tonight or the game?
I'm trying to go up there tonight.
Okay, good.
Hey.
That should be nice.
I think they already filmed it. And I haven't took my vaccine, y'all, so sue me.
Okay, I mean, you know.
They asked me to come to it, and they were like, you got to take a vaccine shot if you want to come.
Oh,
that's what they said?
Yeah, facts.
Oh, wow. I think it's live, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but yeah, I guess I'll watch both. You know, I live in Atlanta. My Knicks are out of, you know, the equation. So I'm a New York Knicks fan to the day that I die.
Oh man, I know y'all was upset.
I told y'all.
New York Knicks all day.
That's
what y'all think about the Hawks going? Legend, your boy Jesse James team. You know that's our boys' team.
Hey man, you only got 2 seasons, Brody. Football season and waiting for football season. That's it.
Oh no, get out of here.
That's it.
I'm a Giants fan too. This is a Giants, a New York Giants. Right. I told you, New York representative. I wasn't playing.
Right.
Right. New York all day. BX, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Shaq. Yes. Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, so yeah, man, we outie. Oh, let me give a shout out to my little partner, my little Cuddy. His born day today. King
Hey,
LA.
happy birthday.
My little Cuddy.
Happy busy.
Web series. Yep. So King LA. Cuddy salute.
That's right.
Thank you, Shane. It was a blessing to have you here.
Yes,
Another celebrity. We had another celebrity on our show.
Word out. All right, everyone. Well, again, thank you for coming. And you guys have you a super dope week. And we'll be seeing you guys throughout the week. We'll be here hitting y'all up. And next week, we got something live for y'all again. It's going down. So please meet us here. And you guys will know we got a special guest next week up in the house once again.
Remember, like everybody else say, hit that like button, subscribe.
That's right. Like, subscribe, share the love. Let people know what we're doing. For real.
Cool.
We out.
All right, guys. Much love. Mwah.
Hip hop dance stories, baby.
Word up.